Essential risk management for legal support staff. Drafting. With regards to document control, where a document is being drafted and there are several versions, make sure that these are properly marked, dated, and retained as records. Follow your firm's MOS in this regard or manage up and suggest a system. Be aware of the danger in using precedents or templates. While it may sometimes be necessary to use templates or precedents for drafting certain documents, the following must be considered. Is the precedent or template up to date and accurate? Is the precedent relevant to the matter you are dealing with? Have you inserted the correct details in specific matters, for example, payment amounts and percentage increases, etc.? Have you asked a member of the professional staff to check your work, even when you have worked from a precedent? Remember, accuracy and attention to detail is essential, and always do a full proofread after any adjustments. Essential risk management for legal support staff. Diary and calendar. This is a very risky area in practice. Errors with dates result in missed deadlines, claims prescribing and missed court appearances, which can have serious consequences for you, for your client, and for your firm. Be proactive and manage up if your firm's diary and calendar system is not effective. There should ideally be a dual system, a centralized diary and calendar system for the practice, and an individual one for your department. Consider free backup diary systems such as Prescription Alert, PA. Remember, a system is only as good as the people who use it. Essential risk management for legal support staff. Filing. The person who is responsible for the filing plays a crucial role in managing risk. The files must be filed in the correct place, and there should be an effective centralized system to manage the removal and return of the files. Documents and correspondence should be filed in the correct file immediately to ensure that the file is properly up to date. Essential risk management for legal support staff. File notes and messages. It is essential that you keep accurate and contemporaneous notes of all discussions, instructions, consultations, and telephone calls that are made in relation to all matters that you are dealing with. These notes should be dated and signed and should cover all the important points discussed in the matter. Always assume that the other person is also making notes. All notes must be filed in the relevant file immediately. Do not ever manufacture file notes post an event as contemporaneous notes. When taking a message for a colleague, it should also be recorded fully in writing and be given to that person as soon as practically possible. If there is some urgency, go the extra mile and find a way of contacting the colleague. Essential risk management for legal support staff. Correspondence. All staff members need to be made aware of the dangers of failing to immediately bring correspondence and other important documents and pleadings to the attention of the professional staff. Claims are regularly received by the AIIF, in which important documents like notices of bar have been filed away without having been brought to the attention of the attorney concerned. Disastrous consequences usually follow. Essential risk management for legal support staff. Service and filing of court documents. This is an area of risk, particularly where time is of the essence. Proper training is required, and the person instructing the messenger must inform them of any urgency and the possible consequences of failure to properly serve or file in time. The firm will have no excuse for any such failure. Essential risk management for legal support staff. Prescription. A large number of claims reported to the AIIF arise out of the prescription of RAF in general litigation matters in the hands of practitioners. You could assist your employer in preventing prescription by encouraging your employer to register the firm and all time-barred matters on the AIIF's Prescription Alert PA system, or do it yourself. Prominently noting the correct dates of the accident or cause of action and the prescription date in the diary system and also on the front cover of the file. Timeously lodging and servicing documents. Always ensuring that your pleading headings reflect the correct court and then sending the documents to the correct sheriff. Obtaining documents, forms, or reports in time. And finally, using checklists well before the date of lodgement. Essential risk management for legal support staff. Segregation of duties. It is important to have an appropriate and documented segregation of duties, particularly for financial transactions. The segregation of duties is important for financial control purposes. You need to be able to pinpoint the risks in certain behavior and circumstances and understand what you can do to minimize risks or avoid them from happening. In your manual, study the advice and procedures for each of the following identified segregated areas of risk carefully. The handling of trust money by admin staff. Maintenance of the stationery register. Receipt and banking of trust money. Payments. Maintenance of trust accounting records. Suspense accounts. Interest earned on trust accounts. And journal administration. Continually take time to read the various publications, including the Risk Alert Bulletin, to keep up to date with developments.